hey, like I said, come on from it, but you better be from the city, because I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't from the city, prepare to have two assholes, because I'm sure gonna tell you a new one. I'm done.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Garden and Glass. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Stephen DeVos.
What's been going on?
Man, life. Life been going on. But I've been thinking about stuff lately. It's like, when you're a kid, you're like, man, I can't wait to get grown.
Man, look. Now, how much time did we waste playing like grown up?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been thinking about. I'm like, man,
eating mud.
And now I'm looking back. I'm like, and I got it pretty good compared to the adults. I grew up in Selma, Alabama, so I know how hard they had it, and I got it pretty good compared to them. I'm like, man, I've been thinking about, man, how much did they have to sacrifice?
Right.
How much did they sacrifice and everything while we were sitting up that time? So I can't wait till I get grown, not knowing what people were doing for us.
Right. All the responsibility
that was weighing on them like a ton of bricks. I'm like,
telling you, man.
Yeah, man, I'm learning a whole new respect for what adults did back in the day.
Yeah. And now I'm sitting up here trying not to have responsibility.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man. Speaking of Selma, Alabama, man, where you from?
Yeah.
First, before we get into today's story, got Sweet Jane Minis. One of the first cigars that we actually started the show with, was the Sweet James. But that's what we have today, paired with some tequila. And yeah, man, it's what we have today. I don't know about the mood that it's gonna set today, but it's some real vital information, man, and it's definitely a real tragedy, and it shows you firsthand that we all we got. Trying to depend on government resources and just your council members or whatever to try to help you out when stuff actually happens. Nah, it's the people around you. It's your family, your friends, or next door neighbors. When it's time to band together, we need to stick together and make things happen. You want to say anything?
Well, I just say this. As you're saying, people think, oh, when something happens, natural disaster, everything, oh, somebody's gonna come save us. Instead of a lot of us are in good positions now. There is no reason why you can't have a network of people that know what to do when a disaster happens, where you ain't got to sit back and wait for somebody to come help you.
Right
now, we're gonna get into the story, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you exactly why I say this after we finish our discussion. But I'm gonna tell you why I say that and everything later. But it's just it amazes me how sometimes people can sit back and say somebody's always gonna be there to help. Sometimes people ain't gonna be there to help, and by the time they get there, it's gonna be too late.
I've always said it. If everybody do a little, nobody got to do a lot. And the story today, was talking about, the tornadoes that hit in Selma, Alabama. Was it
it's the surrounding areas, Selma and the surrounding area? However, I'm from Selma, so we're talking about Selma.
Yeah.
It was multiple tornadoes that spawned off of one huge one. To my understanding, from my first-hand experience of viewing it, it looked like it was multiple tornadoes that spun off and did damage in several different areas. But yeah, I mean, from from what I seen myself, yeah, it was multiple. It was multiple tornadoes.
Had to be.
Had to be multiple powerful tornadoes. You know,
we'll get into your feelings and what you saw and experienced down there after the video. And I really want y'all to watch this video. You know, it's kind of like a 7 to 8 minute video, but please, if you can do anything for us, just watch this video.
Well, just to let you know, it's a yin and yang video.
Yeah.
So if you see the video, it's just two different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know, two different viewpoints. Nobody's trying to cause any controversy or anything.
Or it's just
it's two different viewpoints.
Yeah.
So you know, you know, what's that saying? You know, you got this person's story, this person's story, and then you have the truth.
Right.
You know, so take it all in stride, watch the video, and just see, you know, give both sides of viewpoints a chance. That's all.
Yeah, and I mean, feel free to comment, you know, down below of your perspective and, you know what I'm saying, what you feel, and, you know, reach out to us if you feel like donating or trying to find a way to help. We're still trying to figure that out as well. But you ready to get to the video?
Go ahead, man.
Selma got hit hard by today's severe storms, leaving incredible amounts of damage across the town, and homes and businesses were torn apart and roads were left impassable by piles of debris. ABC 3340's Megan Scarano brings us the latest from Selma tonight, and the recovery efforts now underway.
It's a lot to take. I've been trying to salvage what I can all day, and it's just hard. It's hard.
Like so many people in Selma, Coretta Smith came home to find her house destroyed.
It's just, I'm in shock. Don't know where I'm going right now. Just in shock.
You don't know where you're going to go tonight?
No. I'll probably call a friend or get a hotel room, but it's no place like home, you know.
Just down the street, her neighbors, the Woods, already at work, picking up the pieces after the storm.
When they said Selma hit bad, it hit bad.
Hit so bad, it's unrecognizable.
It don't look like home no more. Our town is destroyed.
The tornado knocked down a tree in their yard just feet away from their home.
How do you move on from this?
Well, I'm so used to the trees being here and looking at it every day, but looking at this, it's just amazing.
Photos of families and tin roofs hanging from power lines are just some of the damage left in the streets of downtown Selma. But it's riding out the storm that may leave the biggest mark on some.
It scared me, baby. But the Lord picked me up, but he brought me back down. Picked the whole house up, but I was talking to the Lord. I said, I ain't ready to go. Please take care of me for my children and grand.
Authorities say the damage throughout the city is massive, and there were reports of 4 injuries. And for those whose homes are too damaged by the tornado, like many here on Minter Avenue, Selma High School is now open as a shelter. Reporting from downtown Selma, I'm Megan Scarano.
Selma police say the American Red Cross will arrive tomorrow to help those affected.
Congresswoman Terry Sewell says she will be in Selma tonight to see the storm damage firsthand. In a statement, she says that her office is coordinating a federal response after speaking with both the White House and FEMA. She finished by saying, quote, "The people of the Black Belt are strong and we'll get through this together."
What it do? Snowman checking in on this cold Sunday morning. A lot of people getting ready for church. I'm getting ready to do some work today, and some popped on my mind this morning. It had to been God saying for me. What up, Tab? I'm finna speak the truth, Tab. You might not agree with everything I say, but I'm finna speak the truth today. You're gonna agree with this help. I'm gonna get my views up, and I'm finna speak the truth about something, and I'm finna show y'all something. See, our leaders let stuff just slip right through the gap. And I'm just talking about the leaders in the city of Selma. I'm talking about state leaders, Washington, D.C. leaders. And I'm finna say something. And when y'all see it, y'all finna say that, boy, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me ask y'all a question. I got 9 people veering, but I know they're gonna come on up. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. When all these hurricanes hit all around the world, New Orleans, Mobile, and all these different places, FEMA jumps just like that. Okay, Selma got hit. What day we got hit, Floco? We got hit Thursday. It's Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days. When I turn this camera around, I'm finna shock y'all because I don't think nobody thought about this but me. But look at this here now. Why? Why? No immediate response. I'm finna walk. I have counted over 500 FEMA units right here on Sailfield Road in the city of Selma. These units have bathrooms in them. These units have central heating and air in them. These units have living quarters in them. If we was New Orleans or anywhere that was hit with a tragedy, you would have 18-wheelers out here right now hooking up to these units, carrying these units to these other cities. We got a tragedy right here in Selma, Alabama, and FEMA got over 500 central air and heat units with bathrooms just sitting out here. I'm finna walk all the way down the street. It's a quarter mile. This right here on Sailfield Road in Selma, Alabama. With all those people in Ward 6 that had lost their entire home, you mean to tell me FEMA cannot carry some of these trailers to the Selma Mall, to Block Park, to areas like the old Vaughn Regional Medical Center, that parking lot on Dallas, and just hook some of these units up for some of these people to have somewhere to stay that has lost their entire home? I just want y'all to walk with me and see how many units that FEMA is. It's a disaster, Tab. It's a disaster. When you got over 200 or 300 houses that's torn to pieces in Ward 6, people out there burning barrels to sleep in, people out there burning barrels to cook their food. A man was cooking his food on bricks and a grill top last night with a fire burning there in Ward 6. It's poor people, so it is a disaster. I'm just wondering why we got over 500 trailers just sitting out here on Sailfield Road, and we got people out there all around Selma, just not in Ward 6, in other wards, that's freezing out there. Just look on back there. Look at all them units out here on Sailfield Road. I said 500, it might be 1,000 out here. But you got people, you got families that done lost everything in the tornado. Now, guess what? I'm the only person out here speaking on this. So guess what? Ain't nobody else thought of this here. Huh? Huh? The truth may hurt some people, but there it is. Look at that. Look at that. 661 Sailfield Road, Selma, Alabama. If they let FEMA house in Selma, Alabama, why in the hell FEMA can't help Selma, Alabama? Immediate help. I ain't talking about next week. We got folks out there freezing right now. Look at that. Look at all them units back there. Look at all them units back there. Look at that. I said 500. It might be 1,000 out here. Look, I can keep walking. Look at all them units back there. Huh? You mean to tell me they can't go around town hooking these things up to the power pole and giving some of these families somewhere where to stay?
Talk to him.
Okay, so I can tell you honestly, I know y'all see YouTube videos and y'all, he lying about somebody else out there cooking on bricks in front of his house. He ain't lying. I saw it with my own eye. Unless you don't trust me. I don't give a damn if you don't trust me or not. I'm telling you right now, I saw people out there cooking on bricks in front of their destroyed house. And on the little barbecue grills in front of their destroyed house. We might have saw the same guy. So between the time he said that video and I went down there to see it, that was 3 days. And if we saw the same guy, that guy was still out there 3 days after he saw him cooking on bricks. It's where and I'm still watching him cook. So a little old lady peeking out of the house when I was there looked like the house about to fall down on top of her. But she's still in that house. I don't know why she's in that house. Only thing I know is that she shouldn't have been in that house. You know, And before I go any further, because I got more to say about what he said, but y'all, I just want y'all to know, Selma, what y'all just saw on that news clip, the way the people were talking and everything, those people don't talk like that. Those are highly educated people. For some reason, when the camera gets on them, they revert back to talking like, well, I told the Lord, I just don't want it. Those people don't talk like that, man. You know how many universities Selma has?
Right.
You know how many highly educated people have came out of Selma? I'm highly educated. You know where I came from? Selma, Alabama. If they caught me talking like that in front of anybody, they'd have slapped these crooked teeth, even more crooked in my mouth, straight. So I don't know why sometimes we as a people get in front of those cameras and revert back to what we think people want to hear us. But that kind of, it makes me mad. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it makes me mad because I know how educated these people are.
Now,
But
do you think that they try to choose the people that they think is going to fit the narrative or the stereotype?
you're damn right, because I guarantee you that media didn't go to certain people. I'm sure they interviewed a lot of people.
Right.
I can guarantee you they took out the professors,
Right.
the school teachers, the doctors. They took out everybody that didn't fit their narrative.
Right.
And just got the people. Now, the first lady, honestly,
Yeah.
I think, I'm not sure if I know her or not, but you could tell how she was talking. That was just an emotional talk.
Yeah.
She was emotional.
Yeah.
She didn't know where she was going. But you notice that the lady on the news, you don't know where you going tonight? Look, lady, I got friends. I can get a hotel, but I'm just telling you, I don't know where I'm going tonight because there's no place like home. And I ain't had time to feel. But you notice the narrative she tried to make it was, you don't have anywhere to go. You're so poor that you... Look, man, these people are educated.
Right.
And most of them are wealthy.
Right.
So don't look at that video, oh, those poor people. Nobody's asking you for a handout. Only thing when we say help, show your support. If you got time, come down there. It's still trees in people's yard that they're picking up. Hey, nobody's gonna refuse your help. But back to the guy that was talking. Now,
real quick. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But it frustrates me too how they try to paint the narrative of just people in Alabama, period. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yes, Alabama is still country. You know what I'm saying?
Country is a different thing. Country is a different thing than uneducated. They try to paint the uneducated, poor,
they try to
helpless.
paint the country too as ignorant.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're trying to do. Ignorance.
Just because we may talk different,
right?
Or we have our southern slang, doesn't mean that we're ignorant. And so it's been a narrative for years, and still is that Alabamians, straw and spitting, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you may have some of those folks here, but that's not the majority. It's really not.
Yeah, but some of that is us too. Like when we get in front of people, we have to know the people that we're getting in front of and why they're coming to us.
Right.
And another thing is, why do you think the 1%ers always try to control media, newspaper, radio?
Yeah.
Because they can, books we can read in the library, which is that whole critical race. Oh, well, fire the teacher if they have them reading this, fire them. It's because, they're trying to write history, even though we know it's not the right history. 1,000 years from now, it's going to be the history because that's all you can see.
Yeah.
So that's my thing about, we have to know the content we're putting out. When people jump in front of us with a camera, don't revert back to what you think they want to see. That ain't helping our cause at all.
It's not.
It ain't helping our cause at all. And them people knew exactly why the media was in their face. They looked the part. And that is why that lady said, well, I have a friend, or I get a hotel. Because as soon as she said, I don't know where I'm going to go tonight, She was, you don't know where you're gonna go. Now she didn't say anything about the lady saying, I'm devastated and all that. You didn't see the newscaster jumping there. What you saw when she said, I don't know where I'm gonna go. The newscaster tried to take that little, you don't know where you're gonna go. Look, lady, I got friends. I got money for a hotel.
Right.
But that's just no place like home.
Right.
It's what the lady was trying. And you notice
she cleared it up. Yeah. And she cleared it up within.
And she cleared it up, but then it was clear.
Saying, hey, there's no place like home.
Right.
I'd rather be home.
Right.
But as you can see, I don't have a home, but I still got places to go.
Right. But the newscaster was like, that's the only thing she ever said. You don't know where you're gonna go tonight?
Yeah.
When I was like,
Yeah.
But from what the man was saying about FEMA would jump for other cities and all that and everything like that, and you got that stuff. Now that road right there, the place he was talking about, they're less than 5 miles away from anywhere they wanted to be. You want to know why? FEMA. And you have when he said Terry Sewell, you have a congressional representative that's from Selma that she was talking about. Congressional councilwomen and councilmen can get just about anything done that they wanted done at any time. You want to know why they don't go to Selma and just start pulling those things? Now they got excuses like, well, they've been sitting there so long, they're no good, they got mildew and all that.
No, them look brand new. And
yeah. I mean,
he said that they were brand new.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, you get this narrative that you have some people say, well, maybe that's the case, but here's why. Reason why they go to Selma and do whatever they want is the same reason that they marched across that bridge and all them police officers was waiting on and had no problem jumping on, beating them down and everything. It's because they knew they wasn't gonna do nothing. That's all. They know they ain't gonna do nothing. If you living in a city that still has the name of a Grand Wizard of KKK, every time you enter the city and leave the city, you got to cross this bridge with this nigga's name on it. If you ain't changed that,
yeah, right,
you ain't gonna do nothing. So they know, they know, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Now,
could you tell the viewers some of the history, a little bit of the history behind Selma?
Behind Selma,
yeah.
Okay, so most people know the history of Selma. Selma was the city that is responsible for the Civil Rights Acts being passed by Lyndon Johnson. The reason why it was passed is because from what they say is that when the pastors and everything was seen getting beaten on TV in front of a national audience and everything, all of a sudden the nation was like, we didn't know this was happening. Of course the nation knew that was happening. It's just it hadn't been put in front of them. Yeah. So Selma, Alabama is the reason why, and they say for black people, it's the reason why all minorities can vote in the United States without having to count jelly beans or go to the police station and recite the ABCs backwards. All this old craziness and everything. However, and there's I think it's called Jubilee. They do it every year to commemorate. They commemorate they call it Bloody Sunday. Instead of commemorating the fact that people got together to make a change, they're commemorating this. Right. So I got my own personal feelings like that, but I'm from the city. I can talk about it because I'm from it.
Yeah.
You know, the people that gonna come after me, I'm like, hey, look, I'm from there. So whatever you got to say, you can kiss my black ass twice. So my whole point about it is that you got a congressional representative there. You got famous people who are mayors. You got a whole lot of famous people But they know all these people are trying to just maintain where they're at in society.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody finna, they know you ain't finna do nothing. You know, they know you ain't finna do nothing. Now, if anything, y'all see what them things at. The same way FEMA can go hook up an 18-wheeler. Back the damn 18-wheeler up and get you one.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? For real, what you gonna do? You oh well, they're coming and taking out and taking it to the people that need. Maybe that was the same way they said we shouldn't be voting. So they initiated a march to vote and didn't nobody let them do it. Same way y'all should be backing trucks and everything up to those things because it's for, what's that dude said? Get in good trouble. For me, that's good trouble. John Lewis.
Yeah.
To me, that's good trouble.
And that's why I didn't understand. It's like, okay, so you have all these FEMA houses for situations like this in this town.
Because people.
So you would think that if you're storing them there, if something happens there, bam, accessibility.
That was
right
for you. You're just a storage. But
as soon as something, exactly.
You're just a storage area.
Yeah.
Why are you a storage area? Because your
space,
proximity, Selma has airports. It has a river. Selma really should be. It's a spot of gold for industry.
Yeah, it's a great hub, right?
It is, but you got so many people that hinder that because they want to live. They want to stop the clock at 1965.
Yeah.
1964, 1965. You still hear about Martin Luther King marching up and down the streets of Selma. But you want to know where they don't talk about Martin Luther King every day? Atlanta, Georgia. Where he was born and raised. They don't talk about Martin Luther King. They set up a district to honor this man, and they moved on, and they progressed. You got a city like Selma, which should be the size of Birmingham. Nope. Stop the clock at 9. It's like you ever talk to somebody from went to high school that was like the star quarterback or the head cheerleader or something, and you go back to the town and they still reliving that glory. They ain't did nothing else in their life.
Hold on. Real quick. To piggyback off of that, check for the next video. We got a story that's going to piggyback off of that of somebody who just cannot get away from their prime. Because some people peak.
Some people do peak.
In high school, it's like 50 said, damn, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You know, but anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's what the city of Selma is.
Yeah.
For some reason, the leaders, the people, it's like, look, man. Yes, we're historic. We had a remarkable moment in history.
Yeah.
It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Look, commemorate that. Block off the streets of Selma. Hey, this is where this all happens. Let people come in and remember. But it's time to progress. It's time to stop pole-mouthing or dropping tears and waiting for people to come help you. When I know every one of y'all can help yourself.
All right.
I know everyone, and you got people from Selma ready. Hey man, you call, we coming. But that's just my strong feeling. But like I said, I'm from Selma. It's like when somebody else talk about black folks, hey, you so I don't care. I don't care if you got a black husband, a black wife. Hey, don't you ain't got that kind of, stay in your lane.
Right.
This my lane. I'm from this city. So, as much as I talk about you, I bet you I'm the first one to be there with you. So, whoever comes for me, make sure you're from the city.
Right.
I'm going to tear you a new asshole. And I'm going to experience the asshole tear. So, that's my 2 cents.
Well, real quick, speaking about Martin Luther King, I want to get your opinion on how you felt about Martin Luther King's statue. Well, it was in honor of Martin Luther King, in Boston.
That right there.
How do you feel about the statue? Yeah.
Did you see? I think it was a kid. I don't know, maybe 10. When he first looked at it, did you hear what he said about it?
Nah, what did he say?
The kid said, "That looks like they're holding a penis." And everybody from that point on said, "You know what?
That looks like a."
And you know who they say approved that?
Who?
Martin Luther King III. So how you gonna get mad at the people?
Yeah.
When the son of the man, everybody else could have looked at this and said, "Nah, that ain't it, homeboy.
Right.
That ain't it." But remember what I'm telling you about people who just want to hold a status of where they at in society.
Right.
Hell, they could have put a Martin Luther King bobblehead there. He would have approved it.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
That ain't what it is, though. Tell me how holding up a penis is the same as that photo of him and Coretta Scott King. Tell me that. Tell me that. Now, somebody had a meme, and I tell you exactly what it looked like. Pull up me a picture of when Ben Rames and Baby Boy grabbed Tyrese by the neck. Pull up the picture of when Ben Rames and Baby Boy grabbed Tyrese around the neck and kissed him on the forehead.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Just pull that up. Pull that up. Right here. Right here. If you put that, you see where his hands at around it? That's exactly what that statue looked like. That's what that statue looked like. Tyrese holding up Ben Rames' fucking forearm. It looked like while y'all bullshitting. Thank you, Martin Luther King Jr. III. That's a fitting tribute to Baby Boy. Fuck out of here. How the hell is that? Martin Luther King. And you know, Boston is a sneaky ass city. Boston is northern, but it's the most racist city in the United States. And I know they snuck that shit in there just to go buy a Snicker. You know they snuck it in there to go buy a Snicker. And your streets are fucked up too. Why are we talking? Bostonians. The best thing that ever came out of Boston was New Edition.
I didn't know they was out of Boston.
Because nigga, I'm old enough to know what New Edition is from.
Yeah. I know New Edition, but I ain't know.
You know, you didn't come around to Another Bad Creation.
What's Another Bad Creation?
Oh, God damn. All right, well, you ain't old enough to be in this conversation.
What's Another Bad Creation? What did they sing?
So, New Edition, when New Edition broke up, they made out like 3 or 4 supergroups. You had, well, not supergroups. They broke up. They had Ralph Tresvant.
Like a boy band or something like that.
Or solo. You had Ralph Tresvant, who could really sing. You had Johnny Gill, who didn't start off in the beginning, but he could sing.
Right. I know Johnny, of course.
Johnny, yeah. So the 3 that couldn't sing banded together because they knew they couldn't sing and made this group called Bell Biv DeVoe. Well, now, don't get me wrong. I know Bobby Brown, but by the time I'm talking about Bobby Brown, he was already out of the group. So, you know, but Bell Biv DeVoe teamed up to make a super group called BBD. So BBD. Yeah. So I think Michael Bivins, after that, he started making his own little groups. And one of them was these little badass kids called Another Bad Creation. Some bad little fuckers too.
And it sounded like it was a bad.
Oh, they were some badass kids. But You know, who cares? They made money. But so,
Do they still got money?
hell no. Hell no.
They made money for the industry.
They did a Pebbles to TLC. Yeah. Michael Bevins did a Pebbles to TLC, hey, man. I don't know what to tell you. I made mine.
Right. Man, it was a documentary or something to where I think it was Chile. She was saying how much money they didn't make.
No. That was so much money they got robbed. Oh, they made it.
Yeah, well.
Oh, they made it.
Well, the industry made it, or they record label made it. But
their manager took it.
Yeah.
And hey, look, man. Here's my thing. Here's my thing about anything you get into. Just like I can reference this back to Selma. When you let people do stuff to you,
yeah,
that's just what happens. If you don't know the rules, or you out of your league, or you just don't want to do a damn thing about it, don't get mad at people who are known thugs, villains, and what do you call them?
Just con artists.
Yeah, I'm like you're too trusting.
Yeah,
you know you shouldn't trust nobody when it comes to your money.
It's true.
Ask Stanley Burrell. Know who that is? You know him as MC Hammer.
Okay, yeah.
Ask him how trusting friends, family, business people. Ask him that. You don't know until somebody took advantage of you. But I'm like, hey man, anytime you making money for somebody else, don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
That's why, love or hate the man, you ain't never gonna get 50. This, or whatever he call himself, you ain't never gonna get him. You wanna know why?
Wait, you talking about 50 Cent?
50 Cent.
Yeah.
You ain't never gonna get him.
Curtis Jackson.
Yeah.
I know his real name.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Stanley Burrell.
Stanley.
Too legit to quit.
Jeez.
But that's what I'm saying. You can reference this to politics. You can reference this to the music industry. You can reference this to anything. When you let people get away with stuff,
yeah,
they gonna do it.
Yep.
Now, for Selma, you saw motherfuckers go to the Capitol building and do whatever the hell they want. How much trouble did they get in? Real trouble.
No.
A couple of months in jail or whatever.
Zero. May not be able to get on a plane here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
But your citizens sitting there freezing, cooking on, and you see trailers right there.
You see salvation, but they won't let you
in. They refuse to go get it.
Yeah.
They refuse to go get it. They refuse to go get it. And I ain't talking about my city. Please, don't think I'm talking about my city. I'm just saying, every time I hear something about Selma, Alabama, it's we shall overcome. Hell no. We didn't overcame.
Yeah.
Or should have been anyway.
Right.
You see them, man. Let me stop before motherfuckers say, I'm like Donald Trump, and then I'm going to beat you down.
But see, I mean, in the whole grand scheme of things, when it came to Martin Luther King, it's like, okay, so you preach this inclusion type speech, or you promote togetherness, but it just doesn't stop right there, or it shouldn't stop there.
But you know why it always stops right there? Because people love that illusion. People love that illusion. We all get along until you see cops beat the hell out of somebody only because they were black. And honestly, well, until recently, that was all cops. Black cops, white cops, everybody. But black cops here recently found out, oh, when they say Blue Lives Matter, they don't mean your black ass. Because those 5, 6, 7, 8, however many cops that beat that guy down in Memphis and killed him, every one of y'all black asses deserve what you get. Not saying white cops don't deserve it, but y'all ass believed in the myth that whenever something happens, they're gonna be behind you. Now, as for the cops that did beat the guy down in Memphis and killed him, you ain't heard no police commission defend them. You ain't heard no police union defend them. You ain't heard no group Blue Lives Matter defend them. You ain't heard, well, let's see the whole videotape and see what happened. Defend them. You ain't heard the police chief defend them. You ain't heard, you got the vice president, the presidents, the police chief said, protest peacefully. You know, you heard all this shit.
Now, I may be wrong, but isn't the police chief a black woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a black woman. But what I'm saying is, when these white cops do the same exact thing, you got a whole nation behind them, half a nation anyway, behind them.
I also heard that there was a white cop involved too, but they hadn't said his name at all.
It was a white. It was a couple of white cops, a white EMT, all that. Oh, they're being disciplined. They're being disciplined. So when I say black people, you're all by yourselves. You're all by yourselves. And what kills me about black folks is it takes people whooping our ass for us to unite. When Trump was president, oh, well, I can do this, and I can do this, and we gonna band together, and we gonna get him out of here and everything. Trump ain't president no more. Still getting your ass whooped. Why we ain't banding together like we did then? Because of your short memory span and because of this illusion that you want this country.
How soon are we to forgive?
Absolutely. But it's because we want this country to be what they keep selling us and think Jesus Christ gonna deliver it to us. When Jesus Christ like, God, look, man, look here, dog. Now, I've done the best I can to let y'all know that I'm not the one. But if y'all gonna keep believing this stuff, it ain't nothing I can do to help you. And that's just what it is. So my thing about it is, black people are the only ones that want this country to be what everybody keeps lying and saying it is. And trust me, all these other groups, if you take one thing from them, they'll rather destroy this country today. If you take one thing from them, black people still want it to be love, peace, and hair grease, and everybody get along, kumbaya.
All right, I got a question for you. So, I had a conversation with a friend the other day, and she was so adamant on, well, you know, we deserve this, we deserve this, we deserve that. You know, they should give us this, they should give us that. And I'm sitting there listening to her.
Mm-hmm. Aggravating, ain't it?
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, so beyond what black people may deserve, even at my job, I feel like I deserve a higher pay, this and that, this and that. Do you think I'm going to get it? No.
Because it ain't about what you deserve.
Exactly.
It's about what you go and get.
Exactly. But we think
that somebody owes something.
Just because we feel like we deserve, how long have we been preaching about what we deserve and
nobody gives a damn? And honestly, why should anybody give a damn? If the only thing you gonna do is keep crying. Let me tell you something. Let me ask you this, people. Let me ask y'all this. Don't y'all hate a whining motherfucker? Every time he comes around, oh well, my dog died and my wife won't do anything for me and won't cook for me. Don't you hate somebody like that all the time? You know, you admire somebody, even though you might hate them. Don't you admire somebody that goes out, hey man, I'm gonna get this because I want it and I deserve it, and I'm gonna get it. You know, that's my thing. It's like, it's all right to tell people what you're gonna go get. The last thing you want to do, unless you want to get on my nerves.
But don't even tell them.
Keep crying about it.
Or don't even tell them what you're gonna go get. Go get it, and then hey, I got this because I felt like I deserved it.
I'm kind of a show off. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna get it. Then I'm gonna get it.
I ain't.
I mean, hey,
I ain't the show off.
I mean, you
see me pull up, or you see me like, hey man, what? Hey, I got this because I wanted it.
Yeah, but that's just like a lot of people that say, hey man, I'm gonna get this, and people laugh at them. I'm gonna do this. People laugh at them. Don't it feel a whole lot better when you got it? And them motherfuckers still in the same spot.
Even when it comes to this show, I ain't tell nobody else that I was starting this up. You know what I'm saying? That we had put this stuff together. But then when we started to put things together, stuff started rolling out. Now they just seeing what we've been putting in work since last year.
Yeah, but nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. The only thing they say, well, what you got for me? Well, you got it now. Mm-hmm. Hey, now you're going to act brand new. You ain't going to include me. See, that's how people get. They start getting a little something, then they don't want to.
What is acting brand new? Because it's like, Jay-Z said this. He said, do you think that I work this hard just to stay the same? No.
Well, that's my thing. We care what people think when the rest of the people, everybody else, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm going to do whatever I have to for my family. And if everybody, or for me and my family or my well-being, and if everybody thought like that, this would be a lot better place. But see, as us, we care what people think about. Oh, man, like me. Oh, man, I don't want to go to work with my afro because, that just looks bad. No matter that I can run a whole damn department by myself, I'm caring because of what my hair looks like. I'm just using me as an example because I can give you a whole lot of examples of other people that I just can't stand when they do stuff. But hey,
speaking on that, that's always kind of bothered me because it's like, I don't know if you remember when the TV show Duck Dynasty came out, mm-hmm. and everybody started rocking the long beards. Yeah. Well, that was acceptable in the workplace when it came to them. Mm-hmm. But then if we wear our natural stuff, such as afros or dreads or braids, we don't allow that. I remember when I was like, I was probably about 15, 16, somewhere around there, and I tried to get a job at the movie theater. Mm-hmm. And she was saying that my hair was too long.
Mm-hmm. Black woman or white woman?
White woman.
White woman? Oh, okay.
Because I had braids. Mm-hmm. She was like, well, if you cut your hair,
we'll consider giving you the job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, true enough, I cut it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Came back. Well, it's still, and I'm looking at folks behind.
You're looking at white folks behind.
Even it was this it was this black girl who had long hair, mm-hmm. and I'm looking like her hair is long as mine, mm-hmm. longer than mine, mm-hmm. and I got mine in braids to where I can, you know what I'm saying? What that don't matter.
That was seeing how much you're willing to do to get this job.
And after that, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Well, we used to giving up stuff. Cut out all that. You don't like it? Start your own business.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? We complain about a lot of, well, this restaurant discriminated. Everybody else was wearing sneakers. And when I came in, you don't like it? Start your own goddamn restaurant. Start your own accounting firm. Whatever it is. Yeah. I'm like, we like to complain about when people aren't inclusive to us, but I'm like, well, the same people, same place you're complaining about, they won't let me in. Then don't spend your damn money there. They'll come around. They'll come around. Because no matter how much people say, I don't want black people here and everything, that's a damn lie. They just want you there and acting like they want you there. Right. So here's my thing about that. Next time you complaining about something, ask yourself, do I need this or can I do it myself? If you can do it yourself, then do it yourself and stop complaining. Because honestly, all this complaining kind of makes me sick too. It does. I can see what people mean. Oh, they complain all the time. I like, you right. Because I complain and then I still come spend my money here. My sister went to one of these Asian nail shops the other day. The people didn't even do what she wanted and charged her damn near $300 for some nails.
$300.
Yeah. And she called. I said, call the police. You know what she did? She paid them.
Well,
she paid them, and I bet she go back there. I said, but you know what you do? It's some black people that do nails. Now, maybe they won't do what you want either. But I bet you when they mess up one time,
you'll raise hell.
You'll raise hell and you'll never go back there again.
Yeah.
That's what I mean about why people will never respect us until you mean what. If somebody had to charge me $300,
I ain't paying for it.
For damn near anything, I'll take that time in jail, homeboy. Because when it comes to calling the police for bullshit, well, just get out. No, we'll wait for the police. You know, because honestly, yeah, you might get arrested. But by the time that shit makes it to court, everybody's going to be like, wait, how much did you charge her? Because you knew you could get away with it. Because you know the people that's going to go in there. And that's my thing. I'm like, especially for black women. And I don't mean to jump on black women, but this hair, these nails, these massages, all this stuff. I'm like, hey, all that stuff costs money. And y'all ain't letting nobody black do it. And men do the same thing. I'm just saying, we do the same thing. But I'm just saying, all this money that y'all take this bullshit from people and still pay all this money for, I don't get it. So, long story short, is just look.
I ain't never heard of nobody paying $300 for no nails.
Well, you heard of it now, and you're going to hear about it again, because once one do it, they know they can get away with it from the rest.
That's crazy.
And I would have been like, look, man, look. And I told her, call the police on them.
Yeah.
Call the police on them. But of course, don't nobody, because I always talk too much and I'm too opinionated. I'm like, I bet y'all still got my $300 in my goddamn pocket, dog. You know, I saw a clip of some people went to what's the restaurant? Shogun.
Yeah.
The lady didn't eat, but they still wanted to charge her. It's one thing. Now, it's one thing about ghetto people. You can say what you want, but they always ready for some bullshit.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that lady said, I ain't paying. I didn't eat. They locked the door. They're like, hey, we can do this all day. You know what they did? They opened them doors and said, just get out. Well, if you hadn't locked the door, we would have been gone. We'd have been gone a long time ago. Right. But see, they will intimidate the intimidatable. But when you mean you ain't gonna do something,
stand on that.
Stand on it. Police be damned. But see, that's my thing about it is you sometimes when black people do stuff, you're only making it hard on the rest of us who mean what the hell we say.
Right.
I wish somebody would. Now, I had a couple of barbers. Hey, man, that haircut $40. Look at, man, I got $20. All right, man, don't come back no more. When you said $40, I was never going to come back.
Right.
As you can see, I haven't been back. I'm just saying, people get away, and that's what I mean. People will get away with and use whoever they can. That's how I'm coming back around to this story. Whoever, whether it's politics, music, whatever. If you let somebody get away with something on you, that's your damn fault. You should applaud them for even trying. That's just me. Stop being so damn gullible and stop crying all the damn time. For real.
Oh man, you got any more lasting words, man?
I just told you, stop all that goddamn crime.
Stop
If
all
you
the damn
if,
crime.
if you can do it on your own and you don't like what situation you're in, go do it yourself.
Facts.
Go do it yourself. I'm an accountant. Any day I feel like it, I go get my damn QuickBooks, get a couple of these. Hey man, can you do your payroll? Hell no, I can't do my payroll because I'm not an accountant. I'm getting fines every day. Then let me do it. If you have a skill that you're doing for some company and you tired of going to work, I promise you that company ain't paying you for your good look. The company is paying you because you are good at what you do and they can't do it. What's stopping you from going to do it on your own? Everybody else do it, but no, you don't believe in yourself.
I couldn't have said it any better. Stop all the damn crying. Go out there and get yours.
But this conversation was starting about being prepared.
Yeah.
And my whole point is, because I know when Trump got in office, I saw more black people preparing businesses. They prepared businesses. They were out doing survival training, doing all this stuff. The moment the threat was over, all of y'all stopped doing it. And I'm like, it's good cop, bad cop. 1 year, for 4 years, they elect a Democrat. Next one they do, maybe 4 to 8 years they give Democrat. The next one is going to be a Republican. The next one going to be a Democrat. They playing yo-yo with y'all, man. They all the same. What's stopping you from preparing just as hard as when a Democrat is in office as when a Republican is in his office?
Keep the same energy.
Just people like it when you're prepared. Now, I'll bring this back to Selma. I saw, and I hate to say it, I saw more white churches down in Selma prepared. Just, hey, we here with our chainsaws. We here with our people ready to clean up and everything. One day,
Hand goods and everything.
They were already ready. You know what we were doing? Man, well, what are we gonna do? And that's what pissed me off. What pissed me off is you got fucking 3,399 Baptist black church, whatever churches y'all got. Y'all got a church on every goddamn corner. Every corner. And not them white, and I hate to say it like this because I really don't mean to bring it as a, but them white churches had their stuff packed up. They had their vans ready. They were there. And one day, in the churches in Selma, was still formulating a plan of what food drive they were going to do when the federal government brought the food in for. You had people all the way from New York. One day, they were there. Matching shirts, matching shirts, a van, had their work boots on, cleaning up yards, cutting down trees, and the churches right there in Selma was still, Jesus, what we gonna do? And Jesus like, look, man, look, dog, look. Y'all been collecting, pass around this plate. You pass it around Monday, you pass it around Wednesday for Bible study, pass it around 4 times on Sunday. What you mean what we gonna do? So, hey, like I said, come on from it, but you better be from the city, because I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't from the city, prepare to have 2 assholes, because I'm sure gonna tell you a new one. I'm done.
All right, man. You good?
I'm good.
You good? All right. Well, I'm Anthony Moore. We appreciate y'all. The likes, the subscriptions, comments, everything. It's been a great episode as always. Just continue to look out for yourself. Always stay prepared. You can help others, please do so. Just don't sit back and relax when everything seems to be cool. Just always stay prepared. Stay ready. Stay ready. You never got to get ready.
That's what that man said.
What man said that?
From ESPN. What's Shannon Sharp?
We're going to get on Shannon too. On the
If you
next
stay
episode.
ready, you ain't got to get ready.
We're going to talk about Shannon and Skip on the next episode too, man. So stay tuned. But yeah, I've been Anthony Moore.
Stephen DeVos.
We appreciate y'all. We out. Love.